Hi guys, me again. I don't know, I was guided for another message. Again, I don't normally do this. I got cut off earlier and I do have the cards for that continued like the guidance at the end of the message earlier. Hello, hi, how are you? Um Anyways, hold on, where's my thing? I have a speaker. It's like my best friend. Oh, maybe it's in the crap. All right, maybe I'll just do it from this. Anyways, oh, I got chills. I have color in my hair. I get a really amazing haircut. My best friend Jen did it. Um, she's amazing. Anyways, I love her because since like I've known her for 25 years and like since I've known her, since she opened her first shop, like in this like, like small little area in like Buffalo, New York. It was like her and her mom. I believe it was just the two of them, but since then, I would call her up and be like, Jen, I have this idea. This is what I'm doing. She'd be like, all right, let's do it. Like, be like super excited to do it and like just rock it right out. And so she fucking definitely rocked it right out tonight. She did it on like one side. I had like the certain style. And I'm like, are you going to do the other side? And she's like, you're doing it on both. And I'm like, yes. Okay. So my hair isn't short. It's like up. And oh, let me take this out. I decided to embrace my gray streak. I remember a few years ago, like I was getting like, well, I have always had this like skunk spot or whatever. But a few years ago, I just tried to like bleach it and actually make it like white, and it just didn't work at all. I should have just kind of left that because now that's not going to stay up. Anyways, it's really pretty white now. People come up to me and are like, "Did you do that?" And I'm like, "No, totally natural." Hi, the Aries, how you doing, sweetie? So let me get that up there. I have hair dye like all over my fingers. It's hair's gonna be like turquoise, okay, which it always is. But then when it fades, it just gets to this weird green, whatever. And I'm really like lazy about my hair. So, anyways, when I like wash my hair tonight and like dry it tomorrow, I'll show you guys this like rockin' friggin' hairstyle. Hi, honey, how you doing? But my best friend Jen does an amazing job, and she's just like I don't know, like we like read each other's minds. It's like really amazing. Like I say one thing and she just absolutely knows what I want. So, oh, that's what I was doing. So, have you guys heard this song? Hold on. I don't want to turn it up because like YouTube's gonna like they like shut you down if you play music. But hold on, I gotta turn it up for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear that? Cringe is the name of the song. I don't know who sings this, but I am like kind of obsessed with the song. It's just if you listen to the words, it's gorgeous. Anyways, I usually like to play like meditation music during this, and I pick like different ones based on whatever. But I have a really nice message for tonight. Um, Hold on. Yeah. See what that- I'm looking for something, guys. If you're wondering, like, why I'm like looking at my phone and not, give me 1 second. Okay. I just don't like them to end. Okay, let's do this one. All right. So I'm actually gonna turn this down, but the song is beautiful. If you guys hear it, listen to the words. I don't know. It's called Cringe. But it's a stunning song, guys. Like it just the words are really beautiful. And if you are spiritually awakening or on the journey or yada yada yada, like you'll totally identify with it. And I don't think this one is going to, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to find one that like fits. Anyways, no stupid ads. Okay, so anyways, I was guided to share this message. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I hope so. If not, I can, and I guess that's good enough. All right, so yeah. Oh, I'm gonna look that up. That's freaking fantastic. All right, so tonight there is like this energy of, okay, so what I feel like kind of going through this collective right now is like, and I talk about this all the time. So like something, the karmic wheel is turned or is turning, and I don't know if you guys like missed my message or got my message earlier. I don't normally do like twin flame readings, like divine masculine, divine feminine, but like I've been guided to, and when I'm guided to, I like gotta. But there was this like, there's this energy of this karmic wheel turning, right? We're getting out of these karmic cycles, karmic patterns, blah 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 blah, whatever. The end of my last video was like cut off like the last like 10 minutes. So if you guys want the messages, like it was like guidance and stuff like that, but I have the cards right here pulled, like I left them out. So if you guys want that, I will go over it again because it didn't record. My like internet signal just kind of like went out. Whatever, it happens. But this message right here, right now is, excuse me. This is really regarding like, if you had to give up something good to get something better, would you do it? And that's a hard question because in my journey, like people are like, "Oh, you got to manifest. You got to picture what you want. You got to, like what do you want? Like you got to picture yourself already having it and blah 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 blah." And then like I get down or like script it and like write it down and I like get down, like I get ready to like write it and I'm like, the fuck do I want? Like I don't, there's a point where like what I think I want and what I like, what is actually good for me to want, or what is actually like more amazing than what I want, eludes me because A, I've never had it, right? B, did I say number one? Okay, so number two. Anyways, you guys know who I am by now, all right? So if I said one, then B. So B, um, like how do you understand what something feels like if you've never had it? So how do you get into that vibration? How do you get into that feeling, right? But what I said to a friend like a few months ago was like, well, what do you want? And he was like, well, I want somebody I could love and yada yada yada. And yeah, no, and I agree with you. I'm like interjecting here. Aries, I agree with you. The twin flame thing, I word it like that because a lot of people do identify with that label or with that whatever. To me, it's my home person. That's all I could say. Is like I don't qualify it as I don't care. Like I don't give a shit. What do you call it? I really don't give a shit. I'm on a spiritual awakening journey. There's somebody I met who supercharged the entire thing, and that's the person that when I met them, they're home. So, however, anybody wants to, but we like labels, especially like, in our society in America, we love labels. So, I use the label in order to get the message and out to the people who need it. Does that make sense? So, anyways, if you're on this journey, the journey, whether it's spiritual awakening by yourself or spiritual awakening with another, the point of the journey is unconditional love, blah, 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 blah. And I'm literally not going to repeat what I shared earlier today, but it's unconditional love for somebody else, unconditional love for yourself. And then what that does is it ripples out and it ends up being unconditional love just for everybody. Because not just you have it and your partner has it, but everybody you guys come into contact with and you guys like interact with and I'm getting a vision of like you like when you touch the water and like it ripples out, right? So everybody you guys interact with or whatever, that message of love and of like light, because like I always say, light attracts light. All right. So all of that actually just ripples out into the collective fabric of human existence, right? So I don't care what you call it, if that's what you're doing, I love you. I love you regardless. But you know what I mean? Like I identify with you and we're all part of that. We all have it in us, but some people are just unawakened, unconscious, like still sleeping in that respect. They're looking more at like what happens in their physical world, like if their bills are paid and whatever. Don't get me wrong, if my bills aren't paid, I go crazy. But I don't fall into the same patterns or behaviors or feelings or vibrations that I did before. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like about like raising your vibration and like lifting everybody up on a collective level. Hi, hello, thanks guys for joining. So anyways, this is really just a message of like if you had to give something good to get something better, would you? Even if you didn't know what that was. No. Oh, I think it's in the thumbnail for this video. I purposefully picked a photo where like you can't see what's in the distance, where it's like light, but you can't necessarily like see what's in the distance. Do you know what I mean? So like because when we manifest kind of what we already know. So if we already deal within the realms that we're familiar with, how do you manifest what it's like to be a billionaire or whatever your manifestation is? How do you manifest something that you've never experienced? Now is the time to use your imagination. And like I said, hi Laura, how you doing, sweetie? So I had said this to a friend of mine a couple of months ago. He was like going through a time and whatever, and he was like, I just want to have my soulmate. He he was like, "You're my soulmate," and I'm like, "I might be your soulmate. I absolutely might be." But soulmates can come in like friends, children, grandparents, coworkers. Like it just can come in all those forms, and I'm like, I absolutely might be because your soulmate's there to teach you something. But I'm like, what do you want in life? Like, and for the moment he was going through that hard time, all he could see was that like he wanted me, and I was like, I love you, sweetheart, with all my heart. You're my family. You know what I mean? You're my family, and you'll always be there. You're my family. Yay! Me too, Laura. I am too. Um, and I'm like, I'm so happy you're my family, and you are my family, and you're my soul tribe. But I'm like, but sorry, these are notifications, guys. So I'm like, but if you had to use your imagination and write a new story, because he kept saying like, well, I grew up like this and I was raised like this and yada yada, and I'm like, right. So imagine you're a movie script writer, right? You're writing a movie. And you're writing a movie for the masses, right? Like you're writing a movie because you want to be a billionaire, right? You might write a movie about your like a recount of your life up until now. But you might want to write a movie that is like, that like appeases the imagination and that feeling for the people who will watch your movie, who are going to pay and come see your movie, right? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, as that scriptwriter, what do you write? And he's like, well, I want to fall in love. And I'm like, right, but let's use your imagination. And can we go a little further? So, and this is part of what I do in like my like spiritual and like life coaching sessions is like, well, then what? And like, how would you describe this? Whatever's in your imagination, how would you describe it to your viewers? And he's like, well, she would be like this, and we would do this, and we would do that, and we would do that. And I'm like, right. So now, even though it's something you've never experienced, let's work outside of your experience in your story, your old story. And let's manifest on what your imagination is telling you. Because, again, what you have in your mind and what you've experienced in your life and what you identify as like something really amazing, isn't there the possibility that there's something like so much better? You just don't know yet because you haven't experienced it. So it's like out of your realm of understanding yet. Or not to say that it's going to always be out of your realm, but if you've never had the chance to step into that or witness it or whatever, you might be limiting yourself, is my point. Okay, so I get that not every soulmate is good for you in lifetime, but general, I should be able to trust these people the most. Okay, before I go on, guys, Aries, that's a really good point. And sometimes soulmates, just because somebody's your soulmate doesn't necessarily mean that, like, well, here's the thing. You could trust what you're learning from them is for your highest good. How do we, okay, do you get what I mean? So, that partnership, relationship, whatever, for the time that you're in it, for what you're meant to learn from it, that is for your highest good. That is always for your highest good. That is a soulmate's purpose. But to like stick around and stay in something just because it's like comfortable, and again, that's the something good that I'm talking about. So a lot of times people end up with soulmates as business partners, as friends, as coworkers, as whatever, as lovers. In romantic relationships, they marry that person because most of the time it's very comfortable. All right. Sometimes you get the soulmate who turns your fucking world upside down, and they're a soulmate that you have to clear karma with. So the karma that you're clearing feels like a motherfucking tower moment where like everything topples down over and over and over. The universe will keep putting those towards you until you like learn that karmic lesson and clear the karma, right? Soulmates, you should always trust that what you're learning from them in that experience is for your highest good. Absolutely. And I agree with you. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not I like that is absolutely how things can go. And that is like the choice of free will. So that is free will right there. Like if you choose to call on a soulmate, like me at my point in my life, I'm just like, you know what? Like I'm going to raise a vibration because I'm accountable for what I do. Whatever comes in for me, whether it's like soulmate, my twin flame, and I reconnect, whatever. And when I say twin flame, I don't mean to use that as that cliche term, but it's that person I feel home with, right? It's not just that person actually makes me feel okay. Now take this with a grain of salt, guys. When I say uncomfortable, it means because there is unlimited growth with a twin flame. In the growth, I will absolutely take over being like just comfortable and complacent every day of my life. And now Aries, hi Jamie, how you doing, sweetie? So I will take that like 100 times because I'm a Scorpio. So death and rebirth, it's just kind of like my thing. Like, wait till you guys see my haircut tomorrow. My best friend was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Hair grows back, and I better do it before I die." Right? I turned 40 yesterday, so I'm like, I'm gonna like thank God I made it to 40. I'm so grateful. Anyways, the yeah, and absolutely our mission to like uplift and whatever. Sometimes our mission isn't even like as how do I want to say it? As it's not even as um urgent as like an actual like how do I want to say it? It's not as it's not as urgent as sometimes we think it is. Sometimes our mission here is like by being you and just bringing your light out into the world and truly like sharing your light and being in your light and living in your light. Sometimes that's it, right? Sometimes it's more than that, but sometimes you just being the light body you are and the light worker you are, bringing it to everybody else, whether you know you do or not. Because not everybody is as awakened as you, Aries. So their mission might literally just be to like walk into the room and like make it feel light. And they don't even realize they're doing it. Do you know what I mean? So yes, I agree with you about mission and all of that. And absolutely yes. And if your soulmates help you to um bring that into balance, then absolutely. And again, like I said, like the twin flame thing, like, is like that journey specifically is meant to make you feel like uncomfortable. It's meant to make you feel uncomfortable so you love all parts of yourself, right? Soulmates are there to like teach you things, but you might not necessarily bear witness to the parts of you that are in like shadowed, right? Like that stuff might not necessarily come up to be healed. The twin flame journey is like, oh my God, it's like sometimes excruciating. Oh my God. But I wouldn't like trade it in for $1 million. I'm so grateful that I'm here. Right. So the question is that would you give up something good to get something better? That's our question for today. So I go on my archangels, my spirit guides, ascended masters, my Daku Misha Hira, my fairy guides, my highest self. And did I say ancestors? I'm going to call them in again, my ancestors. I've been really reconnecting like with my ancestors like quite frequently. Like in the last few days, my grandma came to visit me on All Saints Day. I've been waiting 4 years for her to come. And one of these days I'll share a video when I explain the experience. So cool and so grateful I went through it. It was amazing. All right, so Spirit, what deck are we using right now? Okay, so I'm being called to pull for Divine Masculine, and what deck? Sedona. All right, so the deck that I bought in Sedona, Arizona, totally charged with that beautiful energy from Bell Rock, which is one of the energy vortexes there. Oh yeah, Jamie, right on, baby. Absolutely, absolutely. The reason a lot of us don't go for something better is because it's outside of our comfort zone. But everything amazing lies outside of where we're comfortable. So soulmates are very comfortable, and that is like, and they're, yeah. Look, I am not knocking shit. Had I known that the journey I'm on it incorporated so many like uncomfortable and like excruciating growth moments, I might have said, let me just get a soulmate and like let's be done with this. But again, I'm a Scorpio, so I probably wouldn't. I would have been like, let's go for the ride. Faster is like probably what I would have said. But for my parents, like, no, I'll tell you about my parents. Been married for 50 years, renewed their vows after 50 years, had a great relationship. I was very lucky to be a child who grew up in an environment like that. But I'll tell you, they're soulmates. And they're very comfortable. And that's beautiful. Like, I love that. To me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Not at all. That's actually like the most beautiful thing in the world because growth is fucking hard. But I'll tell you what, individually, right now, they're both growing in their own ways. And my parents, my mom just turned 70 like 3 days before I had my birthday. My dad is 73. I mean, it's crazy. So, like, they're still learning and evolving and whatever at their age. So, and by all means, you would meet these people and think they're like in their 50s. It's pretty remarkable. All right. Um, no, you're right, Aries. You're right. And the thing is like the pain is what helps you realize the beauty. Okay. Because I was one of those people like a year ago, had you talked to me a year ago, 2 years ago, I was in that pain. I was exactly what you're talking about. But without seeing that pain, we can't even picture what the beauty is. Had somebody tried to explain, that's what I'm saying right now. Like, would you give up something good for something better? Because if you, let's use our imagination, because if you don't have any, how do I want to say it? If you don't have any like starting point to know what better is, or you have no starting point to know what like beauty really is. You're going to um judge it or analyze it by the standards that you're used to, right? So this twin flame journey, that pain is there meant to awaken you to what is possible and to things that you never knew were possible, if you know what I mean. Hi, Jay. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you're right. Scorpios are definitely leaders. Um, I'm lucky because I'm Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Ascendant. I'm a double Scorpio, and then I'm a Gemini moon sign. So I do have like that gift of like Gab or whatever that is. Well, I Aries, in your experience, that may be the wave of twins that you are recognizing right now or coming into contact with. And if that's the case, what I want to say is it's probably part of your mission to help them ascend and work past that. Especially if like you keep running into that. You know what I mean? I do as well. I do as well. I have twins who come to me who like literally just were awakened like, you know, 6 months ago. I've been on this for, geez, you know, more than 2 years now, 3 years, maybe four. I don't know. Um, you just, yeah, no, you can't, Jay. You can't. Yeah, oh my gosh. So, Jay, my mom is a Scorpio. 3 days before me, November 3rd, my dad's a Cancer. Nicest person ever. But, like, you must just have, like, the nicest energy, like, about you. But yeah, you're gonna be like very like wear your heart on your sleeve, but like be very mysterious about it at the same time. Gosh, if you ever need to reach out, let me know. Like, geez. Um, but Aries, let me go back to you. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I write the message I'm getting for you, like a personal message, is you're meant to help uplift those people out of the paradigm, out of the matrix. If they keep coming to you, that's part of your mission, is to not release them from the pain, but to help them see outside of the pain and help them use the pain as a tool, is my message for you, Aries. Yeah, oh geez. Oh my god, you're just water all over the place. Jesus, you are a tsunami. Oh my god, I'm crying for you. No, I'm just teasing. Yeah. So with all that water, I would definitely make a point to ground a lot, Jay. There's a stone called, I'm gonna have to like look it up, but the layman's terms is the goddess stone. The goddess stone or the fairy stone. It's called, I don't know, but it's white and it's very pretty. Just look up fairy stone or goddess stone. That will literally very much help you. Another one is, give me a second. It is, oh, it's like right there on the tip of my tongue. It's not argonite. Give me a second, it'll come to me. But the goddess stone that I was telling you about is like very, very good. Yeah, absolutely, Aries. Like that was like literally, yeah, tourmaline too. But try the goddess stone. Um, because the tourmaline and the onyx are great and they're very good. Moonstone's really good for like connecting like with our intuition, and sometimes that could take us up off of the earth. Okay, like and like take us into the emotional and into the intuitive. I think what I'm being told is that she needs that goddess stone. And then what is that? Give me a second. It's gonna come to me. It's a brown. Oh wait, it's shit. Give me a second, guys. It'll come to me. But that goddess stone, Jay, look that up. It's called goddess stone or fairy stone. Look that up. Stay away from things that are like you I hold on. Yeah, they're like shaking their head no at Moonstone. The yeah, no. Okay. They're like tiger's eye would be good for you as well. Like a tiger's eye. Um oh, as well as a I don't know exactly. Look up magnetite. I have one, but it balances the hemispheres of your brain, the right and the left. So what that does is it actually grounds you because like if you're very watery, you're almost like all up here in like the spiritual and the emotions and the whatever. You want to like ground the logical and the like you want to balance the masculine and feminine energies in your brain. So it's like magnetite, magnetic. I will share these on my Facebook page or send you a message if you leave your email. I will definitely do that for you. Onyx is good, but that's more of like a protection. So you should carry that because if you have all that water in you, you're very empathic and you're gonna be a sponge for other people's like emotions and stuff. Um, yeah. So Jay, sorry, really quick. Let me go back to you. Jay, or I'm sorry, Jamie. Jamie. Okay, yeah, no, Jamie, you won't be able to because if it's your twin, you guys are like bonded, like energetically, you can't do that. You can always ask Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, if you feel first of all, always question like if you feel an energy that you're getting and like you know it's not yours, and like you investigate and you're like, okay, is this my energy? And you get like a heavy like from your guides, your highest self, your intuition, whatever, like, no, this isn't your energy, then it's not, it's your twin. So you just want to say, Archangel Michael, I send protection, light, and love and healing to my twin. Please create a protective shield around me to shield me from these energies, and please create a protective shield around my twin to shield them from anything negative that they might encounter. Okay. And literally, you'll feel that. Okay. So, yeah, but you can't run away from the connection. You can't, sweetie. Aries, yeah, that is like part of your purpose is to help uplift people and enlighten them and help them live in their yeah, yeah. Jamie, that is why you've been feeling the energy. If you've been like confused or angry, I was angry the other day and I was what the like that's not even me, but I was like short tempered, irritated, angry, like almost like suspicious, I guess. That's not me, and I have nothing going on in my life. Oh, maybe Laura, that might be that goddess stone. I don't know if one of you is like Google open where you can like I think melanite is the goddess stone. If you could one of you like fact check that for me. I think that's the one. I got mine well I got mine at a local place here, but before I got it at a local place, I definitely looked it up and I think I found it on eBay. Etsy? Maybe it was Etsy. It started with an E. So one of those. But yeah, Laura, I think that's it. So if you like it's beautiful. It looks like a white river rock, but it has this like very soft. It's prettier than a river rock. I mean, although I love river rocks, I bring shit tons of stones home all the time. But yeah, melalite, yeah, melalite or melanite. If somebody could like look that up, that's the one you need, Jay. That's the one you need, Jay Hope. Jamie, yeah, that is why you're feeling that. Yeah, absolutely. If you because you're energetically bonded, so you can't escape it, but you could like shield it, but you can also send love and healing their way, which helps. Okay, because remember the feminine energy is always going to go first, and I'm not sure what energy you're resonating with. I get the feeling of feminine. I could be wrong. Um, yeah, you just want to make sure that you and like when you're it's not like you're blocking them or you're just asking Archangel Michael to please like create a barrier of protection and light and love, surround me with your divine love and light, surround my twin with divine love and light, and please make sure that we both remain on the path of our highest goods. it doesn't have to be anything like, yeah, I had that feeling, Jamie. I had that feeling that you were the resonated with the feminine. But the feminines always go first, so you're more gonna pick up, you're gonna recognize that you pick up on him before he picks up on you. You know what I mean? Hematite. Yeah. So Jay, hematite is, now you guys have to understand that when you choose, sorry, when crystals choose you or draw you to them, like Jay, Jay, me saying to you that, me, whatever conversation we got into, you were energetically drawn into this. Your energy made sure to draw you. Your, like, the energy involved in the conversation is what made me mention that. So always understand that the energies of the stones you might require over time may change. I usually wear a medicine bag around my neck filled with crystals, but they get changed out quite often because I can just feel it. Like sometimes, like if something's just like off or whatever. Also, guys, whoever's empathic, carry a black tourmaline, but I carry that like all the time. That's the only stone that does not get changed out. Um, but that gets cleansed with all the others. And you guys could use like sage, okay, or one of my homegirls, and she's amazing. I just got more for my birthday, but she makes this really beautiful sage spray. Because sometimes you're in a place where you can't burn stuff. Like I was on a plane when I went to Arizona, and I thought I saw lights outside. Um, Sometimes you're in a place where you can't burn, you can't burn anything to purify the area, purify yourself, or I mean your seat, whatever. The spray is amazing and it smells beautiful. It will be going on my Etsy site later. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that. Um, yeah, it's magnetite, Aries, and again, I'm gonna like look it up specifically. I will post picture of these, like these ones that I mentioned tonight, on my Goddess to Goodness Facebook page or on Instagram. The magnetite, it's literally like natural magnet dug out of the ground, and it just polarizes like the duality of like your hemispheres in your brain. So where you have the masculine and feminine, the right brain, the left brain, it literally just brings more of a balance. So you could be the logical and the intuitive equally, and it also reduces stress. All right. Yeah. So Jay, yeah, hematite is good again for protection though, which is good if you are empathic. But like I said, the black tourmaline should like kind of be all you need in terms of protection. If you're empathic, I feel like you are empathic. Hematite is like a return to sender stone. So not only will it protect and shield you from negative energies, but it like sends it back. That's not always necessary. It's up to you. It's your discretion. If you work in a place where it's competitive or something, maybe that might be a good one. But yeah, these cards are like, look at me, look at me. Okay, so if you had to give up something good to get something better, and I love talking with you guys. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is like, I fucking love this. Um, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's what I'm here for. My job title in this lifetime is literally like, I'm here to. That's why I started Goddess to Goodness, was to offer what I didn't have when I was going on, when I started my spiritual awakening, and I was scared and lost and whatever. And you guys might be way far past that, but we still all have those moments of where we're unsure or unclear or whatever. This is literally what I started this for. So thank you. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Yeah. So okay, I feel like an energy of like trying to balance oneself here in the physical, right? The Two of Pentacles, this is the Two of Diamonds. It can be like a card of like, again, trying to balance things out in the physical, but it's like almost trying to balance out the hemispheres in your brain, Aries. Like that intuitive and that logical, right? That idea and the action. Okay, so it's really cool that you like brought that up. Yeah, and you got to do Aries. Maybe this relates directly to you. Am I reading for you right now? I might be. Um, yeah, it's like making that decision between like your intuition and like what your action space is guiding you to do. Oh, crystals are important now. I have a friend who mines them himself and whatever. But again, you you what I'm hearing is meditate on that and then come to a decision. Yeah, because it's got to be literally what you feel is in your heart. Because again, crystals, they carry whatever vibration the person that harvests them. You get what I mean? Even if you're the one like dealing them and like putting them out there, you want to make sure whoever harvests the crystals has like a very nice energy, nice vibration. And I'm not saying anything about the person. I don't know. It's your message, not mine. Um, Anyways, but really fucking cool. I love that you brought that up because literally this card is, and then see the intuition is involved here. So when you're in that space of trying to decide, like, and find the balance between like intuition, like heart and, heart and mind, or soul and body, or your intuition and your intellect, however, you do have to let your intuition in and let that actually have a voice in this decision when you're making that decision in the physical. Oh, well, yeah. I'm not going to tell you what to do, Aries, but if your vibration isn't vibing with their vibration, I'm not saying that it's like a forever no, but that for me would be like maybe it's a for now no, because maybe their vibration is just low right now. Do you know what I mean? Meditate on it, but like they're telling me, they're like, just take a time with it. Um, yeah. So we're kind of wanting to move towards something here, but again, we're still in this stage of like, is it this or is it that, or is it like we're still trying to balance, right? It's not a this or a that, but we're like wanting to move away from indecision and move towards balance. All right, because we see that there are so many options, so many options. There's all these cups that emotionally fulfill us: home, the sun, uh, you know, um, growth, development, um, awakening, spiritual awakening. Okay, we also have, material, like the finer things. We have love right here, like our counterpart, divine counterpart. We see that there's all these options, and what I'm getting here is it's not about choosing one or the other. This is about understanding that there's all these options. So, like I said, where this one pentacle may have been something good, something better may include everything. Do you get what I mean? So we're moving towards the everything, but it's like the everything, and like we don't really know what the everything is. So it's kind of hard to like sit down when you're going to manifest and like write it out. It's kind of difficult because you're like, I don't know what the everything feels like. I've either had like a this, or I've had one of these 7 cups. But now is the time the divine is telling you it's time to start getting in the mind space, in the heart space and energetic space of understanding you don't have to choose. Yeah, this is a new beginning. You don't have to choose. You're supposed to have it all. They want you to step in that space of understanding that spirit, the divine, the spiritual awakening, the spiritual partnership. This is the new beginning of spirituality. They want you to know that all the options are literally like part of what's available to you, and you don't have to choose one. You can have them all. Uh, yeah, you better want all those cups, Jamie. And yeah, Aries, just meditate on it is what I'm hearing. Like, you better, Aries, you better say it. You want all those cups, baby. Say hell yeah. Yes. And Laura, you want everyone to have all those cups. I love you. I love you so much. I want you to have all those cups too. I want us all to have all those cups. Say it. Say, I want all those cups. You know why? Because, guys, you worked for it. You deserve it. And we were born. This is the truth of what we were born with. Our true essence, when we're born, our soul knows all these cups, we don't have to choose. Our human minds, this logical mind, is like, well, no, I have to choose. My story, my old programming tells me I have to choose one of those cups, maybe two. Nope, 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 nope. The divine, your highest self, spirit is telling you, move away, sail away from that thinking, from that mindset, because they want you to know that your true nature, your true soul self, the divine, your divine self knows that all of these things are the something better. So why are you going to settle for the something good, which is just one or two, when you can have the something better, which is all? Hard to picture, though, when you've never had the all, right? That's the message today. But Spirit is telling you, if you do your work and accept, they want you to accept, I am aligned with Spirit, with my highest self. I am aligned with my true essence. My true essence understands that all of these options are my right. Not I'm lucky, they're my right. They're my right because I am made of stardust. They want you to know that the universe is going to work equally with you to deliver all the things. But you have to understand and believe that that's really the truth. What our human minds say is the truth, this logical mind, well, it's either this or that. So you can either choose to live in this physical matrix world and be like, well, I can only have one of those. Or you could choose the something better and be like, nope. I'm entitled to all of those. And yeah, you're entitled to all of those because our spirit, our soul is pure. That's what life is supposed to be. It's the human construct of the matrix that makes us believe the illusion that doesn't exist. And that's also the other message with this Seven of Cups is that we feel like this is an illusion to have it all. Seven of Cups can be confusion, illusion. It's not an illusion. Spirit is telling you, connect with your highest. All right? Connect with the highest because you will have an equal give and take between your highest self, your soul self, your Akashic records, your soul contract, and the divine. But they need you to understand that this is really reality. That's really what reality is. But we have to understand that part of that reality is connecting with the Most High in ourselves, and the Most High, the highest love is what I'm hearing. Because they don't want you to be in that place of keeping yourself in that mental prison anymore, where you're blindfolded and you're waiting for the scales to balance. That's human life. That's only there if you believe it is how that's only there if you stay in that human construct of the matrix and be like, well, I'm only allowed to have one of these. You're constricting yourself. You're like, well, if I've only seen this, then I only deserve this, right? They're telling you, nope, scale is balanced. Six of Pentacles. right? Equal give and take. Believe that this is what is, and we're going to give it to you. But if you don't believe it, why should we give it to you? If you're going to settle for something like okay or good or mediocre, why are we going to give you the amazing? Why are we going to give you all the things? You're not even going to know what all the things actually are then. Like, we're not going to, right? Because they want you to step into this, like, stable way of thinking. Like, it's the Four of Wands here. They want you to step into the stable, that foundation way of thinking of, like, understanding, like, wow, that those Four of Wands right there are super stable. Yeah, the path is long or whatever, but at the end, the sun is there. Like, in the whole way along, the grass is green, the flowers are blooming. I'm blessed by walking under this blooming archway. Like, I'm blessed. And that's what you guys have done. By going through this spiritual awakening, spiritual journey, that's what you guys have done. Oh, good, Aries. I'm so happy. You better want those cups. You want all those cups. Absolutely. Secret financial security. And yeah, yeah. Jay, that is so true. And that's the thing, though, if people don't realize what is on the other side of, if people don't go through the financial deficit and of, like, the want and the need, they don't really understand what the other part of that is. And to manifest something they've never had, like financial stability and abundance, and have it just to draw it in, it's very hard to then, people are like, well, be in the vibration, we'll just feel it. Well, if you've never been there, it's really hard to friggin' feel it. But what you can feel, and what you can bring in is that sense of, I don't know what's out there, and I'm grateful for whatever is. And I do know that whatever is coming is abundant and free and beautiful, and you can remain in that energy, right? So we get caught up in these specifics of, like, well, I want to manifest and I want to, but I, like, if I don't know what it is and I've never had it, how do I remain in the vibration of feeling like I've already received it? It's like an oxymoron, or yeah, right? Is that the right word? I think. I don't know. Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. Um, so yeah, so like, Jay, when you're training others in your work, right, in your mission there, it, we want to teach others that the manifestation, sorry, just my guys. Yeah. So what they want to say is, we're all the magician here. This is my new Ziggy Stardust deck. I got it for my birthday. It's actually inspired by David Bowie, but it's the artist who did all of his artwork and designed many of his album covers. Let me see if we can get this. But it's gorgeous. It's like Salvador Dali meets like punk rock meets like mushrooms. I don't know. It is, my guides were like, I heard like bells and like a casino thing going off when I found this deck. Um, the Queen of Swords in reverse, because they want you to get out of that logical state of mind. You can manifest, but if you logically try to conjure what you're trying to manifest, chances are whatever you're trying to manifest is something you've never had before. So now it's time to step outside of the logical mind and use your imagination. Right. You have to, yes, you have to traverse the darkness, Aries, before you can be the light or know what the light even looks like, right? A blind person, somebody who's never had sight, has no idea what the color red looks like, right? So but once that blind person regains sight and they see the color red, their perception of the color red is way more impactful than ours, somebody who's been sighted their whole life. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Laura, that's what I'm talking about, lady. I just love you. We all suffer doubt, Aries. We do. You can ask for signs though. I doubt today about like a certain thing. It was like Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. I would like visual signs that confirming whatever it was. Literally within 1 second, I was like, what? A minute later, I got another like blatant sign. And then like later, as I'm like driving, I'm like, come on. And like my guys are like giggling at me, like, well, you asked for a sign. So ask for it. You can ask for it. They listen. Your ancestors do as well. Yeah. So again, guys, the feeling of feeling unstable. This is Four of Wands in reverse. All right, and we got this in the other deck because this is what you guys are trying to bring in is the Four of Wands. So the feeling of feeling unstable or ungrounded or like not a strong foundation, there's a death coming to that energy, which also comes a rebirth. Okay. And you guys notice I don't usually ask questions. It's just like my guides bring out messages, like whatever they want you guys to hear is like what you're gonna get. Yeah, okay, so we've been planting the seeds, right? We've been in like a maybe feeling like it's, I don't want to say like a desert, but it's like we know all these pentacles are available. We like know that there's this crystal castle illuminated out in the distance. That's what we want to manifest. And we're like planting seeds in a dry desert, right? Because if you don't know what the vibration of what you're trying to manifest is, it makes it kind of tough to be in that vibration, right? To like be like, well, I've never been a billionaire, so I don't know what it feels like, but I'm trying to manifest it. And I'm just using that as an example. But it's like Spirit is saying, like, plant the seeds anyways. Because it's not about knowing, you don't have to know exactly what that is or like what it exactly encompasses. They just want you to like more like manifest the vibration of being in tune with spirit and letting your logical mind go. They want you to let the old programming go and like more about like manifesting and planting the seeds with spirit, like be in the vibration of like whatever I need spirit is going to bring on. And having that vibration, right? Oh my God, you saw an eagle, Laura? You're so lucky. That's a super blessing. And that is also a sign of like you being led on the right path and also having like spiritual clarity. But it's also about like being like ascended, like leveling up spiritually. That you're lucky. Holy shit. So cool. That's amazing. Yeah. So we're moving away from this Five of Pentacles energy. They're telling you if you can like just have faith. Because here's the thing, guys. When you plant a seed, right? You have like no guarantee that it's going to sprout out of the ground, right? And you're also not going to sit there and like watch it every second. You're not. You're going to plant it, hope it sprouts, right? You're going to hope that it works. So you're going to have faith that it works, not just hope. You're going to have faith and you're going to trust that the process that millions of years of evolution have taken care of with planting seeds and making them grow, you're going to trust that there is like the survival of the fittest, that you are going to be abundant in getting that seed to grow. And you're going to leave this energy of like the Five of Pentacles of being like, here we are down here with a trash can begging for scraps. We have like an apple rind, a snake, some bones, this garbage can, but like we literally blatantly can see this like fertile, abundant oasis on the other side of this gate. They're telling you, just understand that the seed you planted, you don't have to sit there and watch it every 2 seconds to like make sure. Because when you plant seeds, you plant them and you walk away, right? Kind of the same energy there. They're saying just like do that and like walk away, like because all the things this feeling of feeling like you're without or lacking or working so hard or like whatever, they're telling you that that's like on its way out. All right. Yeah, you are so lucky. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. That's so cool. Oh my goodness. Okay. They have a lot to say to you. Yeah. So again, work your it's this is an energy, Three of Wands, working with spirit, right? Spirit's working with you though. That's what they want you to know. Yeah. So like the message is here is, and it's like you're doing your work, you're holding the wand, you're like looking out onto like what's available and what's possible in the physical. And spirit's like letting you know they're gonna be dropping these like I don't know why I hear this. I don't even watch a show, but like Doctor Who portals into you, right? So like you understand that you're building, but they're letting you know that they're going to be like dropping in these like little portals of like alternate realities and dimensions for you. All right, cuz yeah, your karmic wheel is turning or has turned in the process of. So like you've paid up like your karmic debt. Those lessons are like you don't have to be in that feeling of that 5 of Pentacles energy where like you're struggling, lacking, whatever. That was part of karma. All right. Karma can be picked up from our past lives, our ancestors' past lives, our ancestors, our genetic line, our familial line. Like karma comes from so many different places. I just read an article that said something like children can actually carry karma of their parents. So, do you know what I mean? And that could be from their past lives and their ancestors, whatever. So just know that that wheel is turning and things are changing. All right. Um, but yeah, not only are you trying to manifest with spirit, but they're letting you know that they're going to be dropping these like little like it's almost like little like gateways to like alternate timelines, alternate dimensions. Yeah, again, justice. Scales are balancing out, babies. That karmic scale is and interesting. I love that. She has a heart and a brain. Usually it's a heart and a feather, like Isis. They like weigh your feather against a or weigh your feather weigh your heart against a feather to see like like how light your heart is in the afterlife. This is your heart and your brain, so this is a message. Balance those hemispheres and those masculine and feminine energies, which is balancing the intuitive and the intellectual. If you get too much intellectual, you miss out on like that flow feeling, right? There you go, Aries. Absolutely. And Aries, I feel like this message could be like very significant for you. When you get into the state of flow, without trying to analyze like every little thing, that's when the manifestations start coming, baby. That's when they start like pouring in. Because that's when you could start celebrating. We have the 3 of Cups. And it's like, they're literally, these cups are turned over on these 3 women, but it's almost like manna from the heavens. Okay, manna, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like spiritual food. And that's part of the flow state. Yeah, because you're going to realize that what the universe has given you and the spiritual awakening, spiritual development is a gift. It's like giving you your heart back. You felt like you've like lost out, you've like in the past. I really feel like this is in the past, but you feel like there were times like you felt like where is it? Like where's that thing that I want? And here's the divine has been in the shadow the whole time, but you've been so concerned with these cups, the empty cups pouring out on your head, you never realize what like the divine was trying to give you. And here, like they literally have your heart in their hand, and they're handing it to you, but like you're leaving this energy, like of you're like actually realizing like that the divine is actually handing you something. Oh, Aries, that's so freaking cool. I'm so glad. Like, I normally don't jump on. Jesus, it's 3:03. Talk about mirror numbers. I've been seeing mirror numbers for like the last 3 weeks. Insane. Every time I look at the clock, the phone, the computer, whatever. But, oh, I'm so glad, Aries. And that's how the messages come through sometimes, just like that. Um, yeah. Manifest that raw spiritual energy, baby. Absolutely. Your 5D is talking to you. Yep, absolutely, Laura. And like I said, guys, like I don't normally jump on like this, But the like past couple of days, these energies are like they're talking loud. Okay, so they're telling me change decks. All right, so we're gonna do a couple cards of guidance from my Pillars of Light Oracle. You guys can see it. It's like the first Oracle deck I designed, but it's like all my photos, my life experiences, my family, my friends, because I wanted it to carry that vibration, that energy. And what do we have? Tell everybody. Okay, yeah. Wow. Okay. And I don't normally go into all that, but I am excited because I just started designing a tarot deck. I'm gonna do an actual tarot deck. It's gonna be like my friends' photos and stuff like that. So I'm like collecting all their awesomeness and all their awesome energies to share with you guys. Passion, kiddos. Passion. This can mean romantic passion. It can, if that resonates with you. But this is also about like that passion for life, the lust for life, the passion in your heart, the passion for whatever you're trying to manifest. You might not know like how to feel it, but like you have a passion for it. You're like definitely feeling that like that, like, oh, I like how Aries said it, raw spiritual energy from the ethers. Yeah. Okay. All right. And they're saying soul practice and rituals. Okay. So this is about like meditating, taking care of yourself. When you need quiet time, take your quiet time. Take your quiet time because that's part of the manifesting. If you're distracted by this, that, and the other in the matrix, it makes it hard. And it makes it hard to balance the hemispheres, like I said. And guys, if you are curious about the stones, I won't do it tonight, but tomorrow on my Facebook page, Goddess to Goodness, I will post all the names of the things we were talking about tonight because I usually rewatch my videos to make sure, like to check my like just to check. Like I like to check. Yes. Yeah, Laura, trusting that what's meant for you is coming the perfect time. Absolutely. The Sundays in the preceding year. Yeah, right. Something is going on, Jay. I literally yesterday was my birthday and I was like everybody else around me was like kind of low and I'm like I felt like I drank like a 15,000 like I don't know. I don't drink energy drinks, but I feel like that's what I felt like yesterday. Yeah, definite. It's that karmic wheel turning, so that weight is being lifted. We're feeling like free. We're feeling weightless. We're feeling buoyant. That's where the manifestation comes in because it's about knowing. Oh my God, that's the card in my hand. Shut up. It's about knowing that those things, even though you might not have experienced them, you can stay in alignment with that high vibration because you know that that's what is destined for you from like your soul perspective. Like your soul is worthy of all that beautiful stuff. It's your human self and those experiences and the old programming, old stories, old paradigms. That's the crap that ties us down and makes us feel like, well, only one of those cups is possible. They want you to have the knowledge, that Akashic record knowledge. And I don't know if you guys could see, but this is, let's see if I can get this. I'm sitting on Nikolai Tesla's book of knowledge there. This is in Niagara Falls. And I climbed up the statue to go sit on the book of knowledge because literally that is your, like, it's like what we know as souls from our Akashic records, from our soul contract. Your soul knows from that eternal book of ancient knowledge, your Akashic records, that all that beautiful stuff is possible. And despite what you may have experienced, alternate possibilities are literally like right there. All you have to do is pluck the strings. They're literally right there. Because there's a world between, like a world within worlds. So where you think this world is a certain way or a certain whatever, if you look very closely at the reflection, you'll see the whole other world. You guys ever see the Men in Black? Like the first one? And the kitten has the collar and they keep looking for Orion's belt and they keep looking for something really big. And it ends up being a galaxy so tiny it could fit in that space of that marble. For some reason, I'm being asked to bring that up. And just remember that you are supported. not only like from the divine, but you are supported by your soul tribe who's meant to like come into your family. And they're just saying like let your guard down. Don't be so sure that you know how it's supposed to be, or like because of that, based on old programming, they're saying like let your guard down and like maybe come to the conclusion like wow, maybe I thought it was supposed to be a certain way because I have this programming, this story, this whatever. But you know what? I'm letting my guard down and I'm understanding that so much more is I can have all the cups. Oh, I love you, Laura. You're just beautiful. Yeah, I love you guys. Yeah, Aries, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for jumping on, for hearing this message. If it resonated, share it with people who also need to hear and understand this message. Um, and I hate to say it, but like if you like and comment the message and comment in the comments and whatever, YouTube puts it in the algorithms, but then it does reach other people, just like Ari said, like where it like will reach them when they need it most. Um, and I'm really like that's what I'm all about here is like literally just trying to get that, even if it's just like a little pebble or a grain of something helpful to people who need it. That's like my whole purpose in this. And oh my goodness, you guys are just like, I'm like dying a little inside because I like love you so much. This was amazing. Thank you. I literally am just so glad that anything I said helped you. Like that brings so much light. I love you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna post those stones for you tomorrow though. So like check out like my Goddess to Goodness Facebook. I will put pictures and links if I can find links to the stones. But I'm pretty sure Laura had it earlier. It's melolite, or I think it's melolite. Look up Goddess Stone or Fairy Stone, and that was Jay. I believe you're the one who needed the grounding for that. And then yeah, Aries, it's like the magnetite, but I'm gonna look it up because I don't like to give wrong information. So I'm gonna look it up and make sure I get you the right one, the one that balances the hemispheres. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna wash this color out of my hair, and I got the coolest. I love this haircut. My best friend Jen is amazing. I've known her for 25 years, but yeah, she is coolest person ever. She is an artist, and I can't wait to show you guys. Like, I'm just dyeing my hair the normal color, but the haircut is like, it's like potatoes, French fries. I love you guys, and you guys know if you ever have any questions or anything, even if it's like a piece of knowledge that you want to share that I could share on the platform to help other people. That would be awesome. Like, I would love that. Absolutely. Because every little bit of light that seeps through and penetrates that could help somebody else is yay. It's like the wings of a butterfly. I love it. Okay. Oh, I love you. Thank you guys. I love you so much. I'll probably pop back on tomorrow because, like I said, I've been on twice today, which you guys know me. I don't ever do that. I'm elusive. I'm a friggin' weirdo. I'm elusive and, you know, hermity. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Get sleep. Have a beautiful night and take care of those beautiful souls of yours. Okay. Love you. Bye.